had some other things that he had to attend to, but hopefully he'll be back next week. In the meantime, though, of course, Dean, you're back at it again. What's going on, dude? Are you ready?
Boy, I'm ready. I am ready.
Are you?
How
ready are you, my guy?
I'm so ready that I rewatched it, the first episode again. I don't know if you rewatched it, but I rewatched the first episode. You thought I was gonna say the second episode.
Yeah.
And I actually loved it more the second time around than the first time around. I don't know. I don't know what it was around about it, but like it was just I felt it hit differently the second time around. So I'm excited to see what they do forward. The second episode is called The Star-Spangled Man. So I'm gonna go ahead and predict that we get fake Captain America,
aka USA Agent. That's the guy that we saw at the end.
Isn't that the comic book name? Isn't there a comic book for USA Agent?
Yep.
So do you think that's where it's going? Like, do you think they're following that kind of timeline?
I think so. I think that they're gonna. I think they're gonna try to swerve us and be like, "Yo, this is the real one that we're gonna go with." But then it's gonna be big, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, Code Alizar, thank you so very much for the super chat, bro. Much appreciated. Thank you.
I just hope they don't go the WandaVision route, you know.
I'm just not. I'm just keeping my hopes low. That's what I've been told by all the WandaVision fans. Is that, bro?
Wait,
you
what?
have. No. This is the most common. No. This is the biggest counter argument to like our finale episode, right? That I've gotten is people telling me your expectations are too high. You thought that the show was going to be good, and I'm like, do you hear what you just said? Like, should I have hoped that it was going to be bad? Like, I gotta hit you with a quick little brow on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it is interesting that it's the exact same runtime as the last episode.
I think they probably are gonna keep it the same across the entire 6 episodes.
Hopefully.
4 to 5 hours, right? That's what they were roughly saying. Like it was gonna be something like that, like a Justice League type of movie show type of thing. No?
Did you watch Snyder?
No. I haven't watched the Snyder cut yet.
Why?
Because I'm not a big DC fan, and
bro, but it's a masterpiece, bro.
From what I hear, it's about meh better.
It's better than BVS. It's better than BVS.
But that's not saying a lot. There's a lot better than BVS.
I didn't say that.
All right, either way, on that note, we should probably get in on the episode.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start watching the episode. Of course, once we've reacted, we're then going to go on ahead and break down the episode, see what we have spotted. Of course, this is a very different style show than WandaVision. That's one of the things that I definitely noticed with episode 1 is that there's just not as much to discuss due to the fact that it's not a mystery show, so there's just less to actually address. So, of course, guys, if you're watching along with us, head on over to Disney Plus, set your timer to 000 on episode 2 of the show. I will then count down 3, 2, 1. When I say go is when you play, and you also see a timer on your screen to sync up with. Before we get rock and rolling, Biospark Gaming, thanks for the super chat. Chivalrous Boy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Saying, did you fake? Oh, wait. Did you know, probably, that fake Cap is played by Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son? I did not know that. That's interesting. It's a fun fact. A little fun fact for today's episode.
Fun fact.
Okay. Are you ready, Dean?
I am ready.
Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, go.
We should try using the group watch thing next time as well.
How?
I don't know, but it's up to you. Can invite up to 6 friends. Onto one thing.
Okay. But I'm watching it on a different screen, like not on my computer. Because I have to have the separate headphones. I don't know how you do it. Do you not watch
Discord?
How do you
Discord, you can set Discord to have like different headsets as the primary thing. And then I just plug this into my actual computer, and then bottom right.
One headphone.
Yeah, and then on the bottom right where you pick the actual like which headset you're using or which like audio output you're using, you just pick the speakers.
I see.
Like directly as if it's out of your speakers.
Okay, well, I'm only getting audio out of my ear, so this will be interesting. All right, let's see. There he is, Captain Troll America. Look at that face. I mean, come on, bro. You could not be a bigger troll. Did you see what's his name? Casey Neistat tweeted that he looks a lot like him.
I kind of see it
Like,
actually, though. I actually do kind of see it. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, there's a bunch of jokes about that. Here we go, guys. The episode is starting.
Oh, I forgot to do the timer. Rip.
Follow along on Disney Plus. That's correct, Real Ninja. So this is him. I think this is Kurt Russell's son. JW. Do you know what that means, do you?
No, JW.
Think about it.
Thinking is hard. Who are these people?
That's the guy that was dressed up as Cap at the end.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him without the USA agent costume.
Why does he look less trolly?
I don't know. He's a human being, bro. I don't know, bro. What kind of question is that? Yo, why is he not looking like a complete troll, my guy? JW is Mephisto, of course, Osvaldo. That's what it means. Do you know what that water jug in the background means?
Mephisto, duh.
No, Hydro Man. Dang.
Except it's not really the world, particularly. Like, they made a point that it's more for America.
I mean, it's basically the world, let's be honest. Right?
I mean, sure.
That's a weird handshake.
Hey.
Is it like a social distancing kiss? Is that what that was?
Yeah, but they're still like... Okay.
I know, but like, I'm just asking, like, is that the new way of kissing now? You just got a social distance kiss? Captain America. Whoa, what just happened? Fall?
No, my chair is broken. It just lowers
Oh, that's
slowly.
good. I'm just picturing you throughout the entire video, just slowly like sliding down, like lower and lower. It's like, what's happening? Oh, it's just the chair. There's the costume that he wore at the end, remember? And it'd be so nice to get audio out of both headphones. That'd be great. Where do you even find wired headphones?
Did you really just say that?
Yeah. Time to go to work. All right. Okay, cool little beat. I could vibe to this.
I like it, bro.
Yo, by the way, I'm starting a TikTok, everybody.
Are you? Wow.
Yep.
When did I become the boomer here?
Just now. It just happened. Did you see that? Boom! You just saw it happen right there.
All right,
Boom.
and then on that joke, you took it back.
Boomer Squad. Okay. Would you ever want to be Captain America or like Captain Canada?
No.
Like a super soldier?
No.
Hater. Dang, they already got toys of this dude? How much time has passed? They just revealed him. They already made toys with his costume on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Dang, that was quick.
But it's not even so much about him, right? Like, it's not anything to do with the person. It almost feels like it's purely just the shield and, like, the symbol of what it is, you know?
Yeah. No, I know, but just like, look, they got his logo.
Yeah.
On the
Bro,
suit
they
there,
got, like, shirts and, like, mass-printed, like, hats. Like, they got everything under the sun, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They got the logo on the field, bro.
They're on Good Morning America.
They should have named it Good Morning Captain America. That like one segment.
John Walker, USA agent. That was a boomer joke, right?
I agree.
What do you mean a big rollout? He just had a band perform as he walks in. That was the big rollout. This lady. Holy. Yo, this guy has to have super soldier serum, right?
Maybe. Do you think he's mad at Sam?
I don't know. I don't think he could be
That
mad.
was like a
Why?
That he gave the shield up, even though Cap chose him.
But he seems like he just said, he seems like a good guy, right? He got 3 Medal of Honors. Like,
oh no,
he's
I
fought
don't disagree with that. It's just like based on his like reactions, you know. He didn't seem
maybe,
happy.
yeah.
But he does seem like a great pick for Captain America. Yeah.
If you can't have Sam and I love how they got stickers everywhere. Cap is back. Yo, Biospark, thank you. I'll read the super chats in a bit. Call America. Hello, is this America? Ooh. Okay, so he is headed to Europe. Deal with that. What's the big 3? Oh.
I remember this from the trailer. It's true.
When it first came out.
So you see my point. Oh.
I suspect he went with him.
So I have a question. Isn't the government still watching him? Is he just allowed on these missions outside the country into Europe?
He's not supposed to be, because remember, they told him no violence. Like, if you're making your amends or whatever, but he's not supposed to be, like, nobody gets hurt. Remember, that was rule number 1 or something?
Yeah. I think that was rule number 2. Because he was like, why isn't it rule number 1?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I can't remember what rule number 1 was, so don't ask.
I don't either.
I
Chat, what was rule number 1?
I know rule number 3. His...
They have great banter. Like from back
Amazing.
in Captain America Civil War all the way to now.
Wait, is
Wait.
he also a superhuman? What?
Well, he is a superhuman, but the only thing is that it's still gonna hurt, bro. He can still break his bones.
Yeah, he can see he's just like worried.
Nicholas, thank you for this chat.
Oh, is that
Wait,
that's a new
how?
arm? That looks like a
Yeah.
new arm.
No, it's the one that he had in Wakanda.
Oh.
Remember that they built for him? The black one with the
Okay, okay.
gold.
Yeah, I see.
Oh my goodness,
That's
dude.
how we decided to go down. That's exactly how we decided to go.
That was a terrible idea, dude.
Fuck. Bucky. Oh.
Okay. Seems to me like he should have been.
I mean, he's no superhuman.
Yeah, but that's it's a jump out of an airplane.
Well, don't forget, he also broke the fall with all the leaves and branches, because people do survive
yeah.
that. With
and his body hitting them.
Well, yeah, but people do survive that when they do fall.
That's true.
Like,
yes,
that's a common
but there's
thing.
a big difference between survive and
not being hurt. Yeah, he didn't have a scratch. He didn't even have a scratch.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think they're gonna make a toy of that? Of Red Wing as like a little drone?
Dude, someone's got to make like a real drone look like that.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Get marketing with Marvel.
Yep. They should get like a partnership with like DJI or something.
That's a good point. DJI are the best in the game, right?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware right now.
Bye, Spark. Thanks, man. Whoa, that's cool. They made a reference to White Wolf. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that's what they're trying to like push his identity towards, right?
Well, yeah, he's
away from
he doesn't want to be a Winter Soldier, right?
And
so
yeah, Winter Soldier.
Sam will be Cap, and he will be White Wolf.
And they're probably gonna be like a duo by the end of this. I feel like a tag team. Wait, he has a claw? Or is that
no?
from his
He's
arm?
an arm.
Oh,
arm.
Okay. Oh.
5.
They're doing this right in front of enemies too. they're just watching them. Did that guy just pick that up by himself?
Yeah, they're definitely not Metal Gear Solid quality.
Oh my god.
There's not a lot of stealthiness. Okay, they're transporting something in pretty big crates. Whoa, there's also someone actually being transported. Dude, look at that speed.
Look at him run, bro.
Yeah, but he ran that fast before. Remember, he was running like that in Civil War as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's like, isn't he like Cap though? Isn't that the idea that he's like Cap?
Yeah.
Because we've seen Cap run that fast.
Do the drivers in that other truck not see him?
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
because he legit just opened the door.
Vaccine transport, but there's a person?
Who is that?
Why'd they have to do vaccine though, man? Come on.
Because it's gotta be
so
meta.
On the head. And it even says keep frozen. Come on.
I don't think that person's a hot shit. I was about to say.
Holy.
Okay.
The reveal already. Okay.
Okay, yeah, they saw him. Whoa.
So it was a trap? Huh.
So this is going to be our big action.
Yeah,
probably,
the big action for the episode.
No!
Oh!
I didn't have insurance! Bro, she killed Red... Yo, let's get some Fs in chat for Redwood. Chat. get some Fs in chat for right wing. Biospark. Thank you.
No, you don't tell me they're gonna banter while they're fighting too. Come on, guys. Let's have some professionalism.
They have to, dude. That's the.
Oh!
It's your agent.
The Star-Spangled Man.
Who's that? Who just kicked him?
I don't know. We didn't get a visual. Whoo! Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Maybe they will be good guys.
Did you see that? That was cool when he caught the shield. He had like a little bit of hesitation. Like, do I give it back even? Yikes.
Uh-oh. That's a little close to the wheel.
Yo, the quality of these action scenes for a
ridiculous.
TV show is like phenomenal. Okay, well that didn't work.
Jeez.
It's like fighting Rhino or Juggernaut.
Literally. But more agile by like 10 times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I heard the car beep.
Oh, there you go. When in doubt.
But that's not Captain America, like.
And yeah, no, Cap used guns in the first Avenger.
Yeah, but he never killed.
Mm-hmm.
He killed? Oh, well, I guess like back like
lots, dude.
Well, I mean, like
get off of me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember this. I mean, like before, after he came Captain America with the shield, he killed people?
Not like if he had to, but Cap he doesn't have the same kind of moral code like Batman or something like that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like, no kill.
Oh, wow.
Dang, that was cool.
That was really cool. Well, the guy's not dead anyways.
I like that little. The only thing that I'm confused about is if this guy doesn't have any super soldier serum, how is he even like throwing the shield with that much force, right? Like, because you have to be unbelievably powerful to
I think the idea is he's above
of
average, but he's not at Cap's level. Unless there's something we don't know, but that's kind of what I understand. Because he just got demolished right here, right?
Yeah. No, you're not. That's a nice shot.
It's computing. It is. It is.
Shutting down.
Oh, so they were all super soldiers. Okay.
Well, they had to be, dude.
Well,
that dude ran through a sign head first. Like, you're not like.
No, but that one we knew, but the rest of them were all super soldiers apparently.
All the ones that had the mask, yeah. Mm-hmm. It makes me think if those are the. Oh no, but they died, right? Remember in Captain America Civil War?
The big three again.
Boom, sick burn.
They actually. I feel like Sam agrees with him right now. 4 times.
Does that mean eliminate half the population? Is that what they're saying? What else could they mean by how things were during the blip? Right?
Sorry, 1 sec. That's still not, doesn't make it legal.
I love the chemistry between these two. It's hilarious. Just shut down. Nah, not gonna happen.
What?
I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. Like Sam,
He does.
right? Like he's just
He
trying
seems
to do the
genuine.
best with the cards that he's dealt.
It wasn't like he chose to do this. It's like he was
Well, I mean, to a
chosen.
certain extent, of course, he did because he accepted the offer. But like at the same time,
yeah. But who in
yes,
their right mind would turn it down is also like the argument I would use in that scenario.
Sam and Bucky,
Well, Bucky, I don't
particularly
know.
Sam.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bucky, I don't know, but Sam, yeah, he actually did turn it down. That's a good point.
I wonder if this is Baron Zemo. Like, are they working for Zemo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder where
Because we know he's obviously in the show.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how he fits in all this. That hand again.
Yeah.
Is that the hand with like a globe? Is that the idea?
Yeah, so it's a globe and then a red hand over it. That's what they have on their mask too.
She looks so worried all the time.
Bang.
Liam Neeson?
That was take. I will find you and I would kill you. Yes. The GRC.
He's staring again.
Can you imagine picturing that? Like the guy's just walking, like sneak up on him, beat him up. Give us the shield. I didn't notice he wears his dog tag still.
You didn't notice? Last episode.
No.
Yeah, he had them on when he woke up from that nightmare last episode as well.
Back in Baltimore. Okay. Boom. Got burned. Oh.
Do you know that name?
Well, there's a character Isaiah in the comics who's like he also becomes Cap. So that'll be interesting if it's the same Isaiah. It could be again just like a misdirection, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That comic book is gonna shoot up in price. Because I know for a fact a lot of people have been like speculating on that one.
Max is like, all right, I'm gonna buy a couple issues right now.
No.
A little old to be Captain America, don't you think?
I don't remember the exact he was Cap, I think, after Steve disappeared.
Oh, like in that period, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. You see? He still got super soldier strength.
Even though he's old. Oh my god. He's jacked.
Jack City, bro. This is very meta.
Yep. Uh-uh.
So what now, Sam? Oh, is he gonna get him to help him?
Okay. Of course. Of course. Did How much time has passed? Did he grow a beard? What's happening?
I don't know. That's a good point. I'm
What
not
just
sure.
happened? What just happened? He like changed.
Yeah, I don't know. Some
Slap
of the
that on, you know?
time skip seems to be.
Like he looks better, but
Maybe he's just one of
how?
those people that can just grow a beard like
No,
a day.
maybe in a day, yeah.
There are people like that.
No, I agree.
They just have.
It was just one of those weird scene things, you know? I could just, he has a beard. I was like, what? Where did that come from? Uh-oh.
Making progress already.
I
Yep.
I like this woman.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's also like she prioritizes her job. Seems you can definitely tell. Couples.
Miracle question. Bias Park, thank you.
They really are a couple. Uh-oh. Oh god. This is too funny.
That was funny. That's a little too close. That was funny. He's like, I'm out of answers.
Maybe he comes up with something real. Oh.
Dang, that was a good line. That should be the tagline for therapy. Thanks, Doc, for making it weird. Oh, nobody gets hurt.
He knows the rule. Are they though under the Accords? Are they? Do they even exist? Is the question now? Like after the blip?
Dang. Well, that escalated quickly.
I guess he tries to be a good guy to start, but then when he needs to get stuff done, or if I guess it goes against him, he turns into a not nice guy.
Mm-hmm. I think they have to follow the Accords are still intact. It's not like they've been like removed.
But isn't it in Europe?
The Accords are, yeah, but that was international. Remember,
No. I'm saying
people
like
from
aren't the flag smashers in Europe? So wouldn't that be outside of the U.S.? Wouldn't they have to get authorization?
But the Accords weren't signed by just the U.S.
Oh, it was just the U.S.?
No, I'm saying it wasn't just the U.S. It was a bunch.
So, but that's what I'm saying. When he says he's a flexible, like he's a free agent.
Yeah, that's why I don't know what he means by that. Because
like,
it doesn't. Same thing applies even for Winter Soldier. That like he has to follow those rules, or else he has to go on the run. Like if he wants to live freely, he has to follow those mandates that they set out in his like agreement, right?
Yep. That's why I was just curious. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I think that's why he asked about like nobody gets hurt, because he's like, okay, I think in order to make this work, that rule obviously has to break, has to be broken. Who are these guys? That's the question. Oh, that's like the military, I guess?
Oh, but yeah, like just because he's superhuman doesn't mean that he can withstand bullets.
Yeah, of course not.
I guess it was just literally a matter of he was trying to buy time.
Yeah, even though U.S. agent did shoot
even though he already bought time, he could have just dipped after that.
I'm wondering if these guys work for Zemo. That'll be interesting too.
Yeah. Don't sound so excited.
I mean, he's talking about Zemo. That's who he's gonna go see.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah. Oh, so he's the anti-hero? He's not
No, I
even the.
think he's got to be the
You think he's
villain.
the villain?
I think they're trying to break him out. That's my prediction.
Okay, interesting.
Because he was captured, right, in Captain America
Oh, right. They're just gonna go
Civil
interrogate him.
War.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he was gonna kill himself, remember? But then Black Panther stopped him.
Right. Yeah. I remember that now. Wait,
Dang,
that's
dude! Every episode ends on like a, I guess, kind of a cliffhanger. Episode 1, USA Agent. Episode 2, Baron Zemo. Right?
Yeah.
So, like,
No, for
it seems
real
like
though.
they're gonna keep building it that way.
Dang.
Chat. Is there a post-credit scene?
I just checked. There isn't.
There isn't. Okay. So what do you think about episode 2? Lots of stuff happened.
They broke good. They did
well,
a
I guess
lot.
kind of stuff happened.
I mean, I think a lot of introductions, but I feel like this, man, I've got so many emotions right now. I don't even know where to start. Where is this show going? Let's start with that. Where do you think the show is going now with the introduction of the new? We got that.
Well, it's gonna basically be the adventure of Sam accepting that he is like good enough to be Cap. Although it is interesting because like even in this episode, like it's interesting that there was that line about him saying like you or Steve have to understand that I felt like I did what was right or like what was good. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that is kind of like maybe that'll be the big swerve is that by the end of it, nobody becomes Cap. And you just have USA Agent, you have Falcon remain Falcon, like etc. That could be it too. But I still think that you see, it is about like, but like I like, for example, I like the dynamic of Bucky being angry at Sam for like not becoming Captain America because it's like, hey, he gave you that shield and he chose you for a reason. And plus, I like that then he also makes it somewhat like more selfish about himself, where it's like one of the things that I think probably he hangs on to as Winter Soldier to like feel like he's not a complete horrible human being is the fact that he was manipulated and the fact that Steve believes that he's a good person, right? But if Steve is wrong about Falcon, then that would also possibly cloud that judgment about like with Winter Soldier, because we see him struggling. Like he reaches out to what's the name of the Asian man from the previous episode?
But that's more so like Bucky's internalization of what's going on. Like one has nothing to do with the other. You know what I mean? Like I can see how he has that correlation, but I don't think one has to do with the other. I almost
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like I don't like when he said if Steve was wrong about you, he was wrong about me. I don't agree with that.
Why?
I don't agree with that because that's just basically because you can kind of retroactively say, okay, well, if he was wrong about you, all of his decisions were wrong. Like I don't think that's the case. Like I think like he has like this he has this belief that he's bad and that like I don't know. I got so many emotions. Like I don't even know how to explain this. I just like my main thought is that I don't think anyone becomes Cap. I think that's where we're heading. And the reason I think that is originally I thought like they have to keep moving Cap forward. Like the legacy of Cap has to keep moving. But at the same time, you have Falcon and throughout the 2 episodes, you also see if you think about it, like they're also kind of like making each character an icon to the communities and the world. And you can see a lot of people being like, "Oh, you're Falcon." Like, "Oh, you're like," you see the kids like, "Oh, you're Falcon," right? Like you have like this like certain level of like celebrity status almost. Like it's almost like he almost embodies his own ideals next to Cap. So the way I almost like see it is like Cap started the idea of being like a superhero, having strong ethics and ideals and everything and being a good person and saving people and whatever. And instead of basically putting someone to fill that role, it basically spawns a new generation of heroes who are different but not the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yes and no. Like I do. I think that it's back on the table. The idea that like the story here is that you don't need to be Cap, but then also I think that um a lot of the conversation here will be more um kind of like what Gabe said last week, right? Where he pointed out to the fact that like, oh, is Sam doubting himself because of his race, and like does he feel like he cannot like be Captain America or something like that? Like is he not like what prevented him from
What's
feeling
the underlying
like
reason?
when he delivered that line, when he said, "Oh, I did what I thought was right." I guess we need to figure out like what is that? Like, what made you think? Is it the hesitation there? And his realization that it's like, no, you can be Captain America. There's like nothing wrong with that, you know? That could be the arc, and I think that that's still like if I had to bet, I still would say like I'm 90% certain that Sam takes up the mantle by the end of this thing and he does become Captain America. Like the actual moniker of Captain America goes to Sam. Um but with some of the lines, it is interesting, like you said, that maybe they will tease that whole idea of like maybe you don't need to be Captain America. Captain America is a moniker that lives and dies with Steve Rogers, and that's it. And then you can be Falcon, and he can be White Wolf or Winter Soldier, whatever it might be, right? Like, and that's that. It's a possibility. Um, Aside from that, I think that they've done a pretty good job of adding a mystery element with these flag smashers in terms of like what are they doing, what
What's
are they
their
up to.
goal? Yeah.
Like I said in the episode, I do think that there will be somewhat of a connection somehow to Zemo. Like I feel like they are connected to Zemo somehow, particularly because in Captain America Civil War, right? Like the whole story initially builds off of um the fear that Cap has that Zemo is going to go on ahead and release those super soldiers, right? But then he shows up and they're actually dead, right? Or at least we thought they were dead. Um, and then now all of a sudden there's all these super soldiers that appear.
That's true.
So
It makes sense that
maybe,
it's Zemo.
yeah, that maybe Zemo has now created this like micro small army of his own soldiers, and
Maybe
they
he's part
are
of a bigger organization.
Hydra. I mean,
Well,
he would be.
I mean, I guess if we like, I guess Hydra would still be around. I mean, Hydra's always around in one way or another, I guess. Um, yeah, I guess that's possible.
Yeah, so I think that that was good. The action was ridiculous. Again, like for TV show scale, this is bananas. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
can't
I
think
agree.
of any other show that has the same like quality of action scenes. Like most TV shows, the action scenes are just like a little race with like really cheesy edits and cuts.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Here it's like it's movie quality,
yeah. It's
like for
definitely
sure.
really, really good. Phenomenal.
So that was really cool. It is interesting that they
What
do
else?
seem to be like like I said, every episode ends off on a bit of a cliffhanger, sort of, right? So that'll be interesting. Like maybe next one, that's when they introduce Sharon Carter
Do
because
we
we
know
know
what
she's
this
in the
leads
show.
into? Like, does this lead into anything? Do we know,
I
or if this
think
is like
this
kind of,
was
because this was the
I
first thing that was supposed to come out, right? Like this was originally after. I mean, after
I
Black Widow,
think
this was
so.
originally the first
Yes.
show slated to come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So Black Widow was supposed to feed into this.
Y-
So
yeah.
we don't know. I don't think there is any other project that is like announced that is direct, like the same way that WandaVision ties into Multiverse of Madness. Like we knew that
Yeah,
going
we knew
in.
that going in. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything announced where these two characters will be appearing again.
I
At
mean,
least I
as
can't
far as we
recall.
know right now, because
Yeah,
like towards
chat.
the
If
end,
you guys know, chat. If you guys know what this like, what movie this ties
I
into
almost
next, let
wonder
me
if
know.
they're like, because they're releasing. What are they releasing next? They're releasing Loki next, right? Like that's the next show after this
No.
one.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
show,
Sorry.
show,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Loki.
Like
Yeah.
specifically show. It almost seems like they're giving all of these characters instead of their own movie, their own show to build up each character, and then they're like
Yeah.
pulling them all to like basically kind of if you think about what they did with the movies, where each character kind of had their own movie, but this time each show has their own, or each character has their own show, and then they're gonna like tie it back in together with the big movies, is what it seems like. I just my only issue with this with the way they're going and with the way they're going is the only logical way I think they go. But at what point do you think it just gets too confusing? You have to watch this show into that movie, into that show, into these double movies. Like before, it was like you just gotta watch movies. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta go to the theater every 3-4 months and watch a movie, and that's it. But now it's like you gotta
Yeah.
watch this,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
watch that. Like this leads into that.
But I think that it's going to prove to be a good thing ultimately, because it's like if you can, like, let's be honest, I don't think that neither Falcon or Winter Soldier coming out of their like what they've done so far
Mm-hmm.
would people would be like, oh yeah, they should each get their own movie. But you
Yeah.
put them in a show and you allow us to explore those characters even more than
A
they
movie would
probably
allow.
would in a
Mm-hmm.
single movie.
Mm-hmm.
So like we are getting more insight into them through this, and I think that that's cool. Plus we're getting a little bit more background, plus we're seeing each one of them like struggling with different
Yeah.
aspects of the world. So I think that I don't mind the show format, like
I have one more
especially
question for you after this.
for these characters, like where it's like they're not your primary characters,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like these
Mm-hmm.
are like secondary, like B tier characters that now get to feel like A tier characters thanks to this format of giving them a show, right? Like where it's you just get to explore the characters a lot more and learn a lot more through them. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So my next question was, do you think that they're going for a similar storyline like they did in the first 2 or 3 phases, where it was like, here's everything, and then it comes together? Do you think that they're now starting to
No,
branch off and
I
like
don't think
you
so.
can
I
follow
think they're
this
gonna do like
story or you can
smaller.
follow this story? Like there'll be different stories to follow, but not everything is now gonna be like congested into one big like end game type of like finale kind of, we saw every character across the universe
I don't think
essentially.
so, because like they've even said themselves they don't have an Avengers movie planned right now.
Yeah.
I think we might see something like West Coast Avengers. We might see
Dark
like
Avengers?
Young Avengers, Dark Avengers. We might see stuff like that where it's like kind of like micro versions of Avengers. But I think they're done with like doing the overall giant arc for a little while until we build to like a Galactus or something like that. But that's like further down the line.
Ooh.
And plus, again, I feel like characters like Falcon and Winter Soldier, they fit better a smaller story because they're not a Hulk, they're not Thor,
They're
they're
not
not
Iron Man, yeah.
yeah, and that's like that's what makes them more identifiable. And like there's a reason why they use Hawkeye in the movies, in the Avengers movies, as like, hey, here's something that the audience can like resonate with, because he's the most like
Normal.
human out of
Yeah.
all of them, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody else is like some sort of superpowers or serum, or like they
Mm-hmm.
have like other elements to them. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that they would actually benefit from that. Let's
Fair
run
enough.
through a few questions in the chat.
I'm done.
So, if you guys have some suggestions for the episode, some discussion, please fire that away, and we're gonna take that up. In the meantime, Biospark Gaming, thank you so very much for the insane amount of super chats. Also asking, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I like vanilla. What about you,
Chocolate.
Dean? Chocolate is your favorite? I
Indeed.
probably go with coffee or chocolate chip mint. That's pretty good. And then he also says, next time you play Fall Guys or Fortnite, can you please
Oh,
play?
I have a question for you
Sure.
after.
Yeah.
What was trending on Twitter today? There was 2 tags about Fortnite that was trending. There was like "Thank you Fortnite" and like "I hate you Fortnite" or something. Did you see that?
No.
Okay, there was like
I
two.
don't go. I don't go on Twitter the day that the new episode comes out, because I
I
don't
don't
want
know
to
how
get
I
spoiled
dodge
on anything.
spoilers, to be honest, but
Yeah.
like I saw it and it was just like 2 tags and they were complete opposite about Fortnite.
Ultra says, Albatron, I think the kid we see at Isaiah's house will be Patriot later down the line when they're doing Young Avengers. I think Ross is the president. He's going to set up the Thunderbolt. Interesting. That could be I mean, the Thunderbolts have been rumored for a little while now, so I think that would be really cool to see. And as far as the kid becoming, are you talking about the guy at Isaiah's house,
The,
like,
the, the guy who opened the
or
door.
the actual kid out? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Because I
The
thought you
kid
meant
who
like
opened
the
the door.
little kid.
No, the
Yeah.
kid who opened the door.
Um, Joseph R says Blitz. John Walker is not Captain America. He's Caption America. Got it. Got it. The guys who killed the guy in the mask are the Power Brokers men. Who's the Power Broker? I thought those were just like military guys, because I'm pretty sure, wasn't he calling USA Agent? Because USA Agent before that, or like Captain America, I guess now, uh he said that we're going after all the civilians that have any connections to all these people.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think
I'm
something
pretty
like
sure that was like supposed to be just like government agents. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I think it was just government agents, because they said that they were tracking Falcon, right? Like that's what they said. They were tracking Falcon, and that's how they got there.
Yeah. Welsh Wolf says, "Oh, by the way, Welsh, you were right about Isaiah Bradley. So good call, man. I honestly would have never expected for them to showcase Isaiah, but that's very cool that they did." He says, "Abletrainer, Sam showed affection for Isaiah Bradley and what happened to him. So I feel like Sam is wary of what could happen to him and is holding him back." Huh. Okay. I mean, again, that is an interesting narrative, I guess. Just like it, the idea of race is clearly a factor in the story, and so I think that yes, it could. I mean, to be fair though, he only meets Isaiah right there and then, so it's not like he was aware of him before. But the line that he delivers after they exit kind of supports what you just said, Welsh, where there is an element of like, why was I never told that there was a black super soldier, and why was he treated like this, like jailed for 30 years, etc. So it, again, now
wait, he was
might have
jailed
doubt.
by, I thought he was jailed, I thought the idea was he was dropped behind enemy lines and he was fighting Winter Soldier, and then he got, I guess, caught and then like jailed there, or was he jailed in the US? Because if he was jailed in the US, that's messed up.
I think
because he said that he got dropped behind enemy lines. I remember him saying that.
Yeah, but that was during the fight, because he is like the first black Captain America. He's but I don't remember now. I need to rewatch the episode.
Yeah,
Chat,
no, I agree. If that's the case though, then who created him? If it wasn't America.
No, he is an American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. He just like, because he said 1951, right? Like he fought, which means like he's like part of that like following wave of super soldiers that the U.S. was creating after Steve Rogers has been frozen in the ice. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Power Broker is a character that started a superpower wrestling show in the comic. I legit do not remember the character Power Broker, so don't know who that is. Rumored Yelena Belova will show up at the end credit scenes. She's the one that's going to be appearing in Black Widow. So I guess maybe this will tie into the Black Widow movie somehow. I'm sure they used him as a tool to examine the super soldier serum.
I mean, it would make sense, but if they were the ones who created it, why would they need to then poke and prod? I guess to see how he's running and things like that, see if he's healthy. But then you would assume that they would treat him better, you know? I don't know. Seems strange.
Very strange. Again, maybe that is like part of the messaging will be that it's like back then, like he did get treated like that, and then now.
But why make him a super soldier if you're just gonna treat him like that and drop him behind enemy lines? Like, there's so much of the story that just feels so not connected. Is just the weird thing for me.
Look, I think there's an element here for sure that there is a story and narrative that they want to tell, and now they're trying to make a lot of the pieces fit that.
We still have more episodes,
but
of course.
If it comes together well, and so far the acting is great, action's great, music is great, I don't feel like there's anything that is like it doesn't make sense or anything like that. So
it doesn't make sense. It's just because like we don't have everything, all the content, right? Like I'm just saying, like right now it seems strange with like, the text and everything.
I think they used him as a tool because of his race for further experimentation.
At that point, I think we're already speculating.
Yeah, because again, the thing here is like, could that be true? Yes. But the problem is saying that is exactly what happened. I don't know. I think I do agree with you, Welsh, that there is an element of saying that because of his race, he was jailed and he was mistreated. But it's like now Sam would have a chance to actually be Captain America and like be accepted. And maybe that is part of the narrative, is that they show Isaiah and now it creates even more doubt in Sam's mind, because he's like, well, the last time that somebody was black and took up the mantle of Captain America, check out how they turned out, right?
Yeah.
And then now, so it's almost like, I disagree with you that it's something that he might have been like as heavily thinking before, but now finding out about somebody who was a super soldier and was Captain America, it's now it builds a lot more to that idea. So I think that we'll see how it goes. Spencer Johnson says, I don't need politics in the show. Then don't watch the show, dude. It's Captain America. It's always going to be
Political and
politically charged.
yeah,
It
in some
has to
nature.
be. That's part of the narrative. It everything, like you go back to the 40s, well, not 40s, 50s, yeah, I think it was 40s. Whenever the famous comic book cover of him punching Hitler and all that, it's always
Oh
been
yeah, yeah,
very
yeah. That was
political.
before. I'm
So
pretty sure that was before. I think that might have been like 30s. No.
no. Hitler wasn't around in the 30s. Come on, dude. History, bro. I mean, he was around, but he was
I
not
was like, what are you
Hitler.
talking about?
He was not Hitler. Then later started selling drugs that gave people superpowers, and then experimented on other people. For example, the new Falcon. Oh, so Natanori makes a good point. Then maybe Power Broker is the hero, because the villain,
The villain.
because as you're saying, like that he gave people superpowers with some sort of drugs, and those guys were delivering like vaccines or drugs. So
Oh,
maybe
I
they have
see.
the soldier serum in that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
I mean,
maybe
it
you're
would
right.
also make sense why there's like 4 or 5 or like super soldiers on that crate.
Yeah. Shadow Trex says, I hate the new Cap. Like, hate, fair enough. I don't think we're meant to like the new Cap.
Yeah, I don't think he's meant to be the main protagonist.
That's not what people now are misinterpreting what I said about
it's okay,
Hitler.
it's okay,
Like,
it's
Hitler,
okay. Just
not...
move on. Just move on.
Power Broker is a mad scientist. Cool. Biospark says, what is your favorite movie? The Dark Knight. Dean, if you want to take a moment, answer that. Let me see. I'm going to try to find if there's any other questions that we can bring up before.
What is your favorite movie? Deadpool. Say Deadpool's still my favorite movie.
And in the comic, it makes Thor is the next Falcon. The Power Broker is the person who gave them the superpower. And in the comic, he makes Thor as the next Falcon when Sam becomes Cap. Cool. You see, I didn't read that run whenever it was like 2014 or whatever. So I just don't know of that character. I love the new Cap. Is way more handsome than Chris Hansen. Okay, Justin.
What?
Montana.
Do they mean Chris Evans?
I think he meant Chris Evans.
Okay.
Is. I still like the show besides some of the politics. Fair enough. I like the new Cap. I empathize with him this episode, though I think it's obvious they're going to make him more deranged and villainous. Yeah, definitely. Like they did. It did seem like the initial part of the episode was to kind of like it's like Sam said. He seems like a good enough guy. Like that's kind of the tone. And then as soon as like he was trying, he was like, hey, work with me. And then they were like, we don't want to work with you. And so he was like, okay, then stay out of my way. And like he flipped the switch.
Yeah.
So
it's like, if you're not with me, you're against me, is almost what his like logic was.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. So I think you are right onto that. So yeah.
Remember, just I guess one more thing, and then we can finish up. The one thing I'm curious about is, remember when they were talking and they were like, you guys have all sorts of authorizations that you guys need to get, and then like the next scene we see like a SWAT team, like a police and everything.
Yeah,
I think that was like his like, I'm Captain America, bro. I got the U.S. Army on my side.
Well, he still has to follow a whole bunch of rules.
Yeah, but that was like right there. The next scene was like they're already out in full force.
Yes.
I feel like they have more rules under the Accords than the U.S. probably does.
Yeah, that was, again, like you said, that was a really good point that you brought up as far as like when Sam says they're more flexible. It's like, but you have to follow those Accords, right? So it is a little bit odd that, like, I guess maybe he ignores them or whatever. So it will be interesting to
And the other thing was like when he's tagging along on all these trips and stuff like that, if he doesn't get paid by the government, does the government just let him like keep all the tech and just like hop on these flights and like
listen. That was one thing that again was like a little bit confusing as far as like if he did say, actually, remember on the episode he did say that he has a bunch of contracts.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I suppose it's like contracted work, so it's like on a
He did say proof of earnings. He does have proof of earnings.
Yeah, so it's like, so maybe he does get paid, but it's just not like
he probably gets paid in small amounts of cash, and then it's like everything else is incentives of like, hey, live here, like you can eat here, like whatever.
Maybe. Yeah, I have no idea.
Just interesting. Like, yeah. I like all the details of world building, though. It's definitely great.
I think it's going to be Bucky and Sam and Sharon versus John and Battlestar versus Flag Smasher versus Power Broker and Zemo, just controlling everything in the background. Okay, so I guess that's an interesting question. Do you think that we will see Sam and or Bucky go clashing against the new Captain America, John Walker, and Battlestar?
100%.
So you think we're actually going to see a fight between them?
I think Stay Out of My Way was foreshadowing enough. Like, I think, especially with the way he's flipped like a switch.
The only thing is that, like, Sam and Bucky are going to whoop them. Because, like, those guys are trained soldiers and everything, but, like, Sam and Bucky dealt with Thanos. So it's like...
Yeah, that and they're also the title of the show.
Yeah, but, like, you deal with Thanos, and then you go to, like... come on, guys. Yeah, you're not even super soldiers. You don't even have super soldiers.
Yeah, you're just above average, bro. That's all you are.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a breeze for them for sure. Personally, I don't think they're gonna go the full route of making USA Agent like a villain in this show. I think they might.
I think they fight though, regardless. They won't be. You don't necessarily have to make him a villain, but if they get into like a predicament where they kind of like one has it, like they're like standing opposite each other goals, then like they're gonna fight.
You know what would be interesting? I think it would be interesting if Sam takes up the mantle in, like, let's say not the last episode, but like the second to last episode or something. And then that makes John Walker go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And because of that, he then takes up Zemo or like this new super soldier serum. And then that makes him go even crazier. And then you get like a fight where it's like,
he's powered up. And he's like, okay, well, I'm clearly not good enough, so it's like inject me with the serum. And then he becomes a bad guy. I see. From there.
So that, and I think then you could use him for like Thunderbolts or whatever else you want to build to down the line.
That would be interesting.
So I think that could be a clever way of like you do make him a villain, and it's like you say like, oh, he was above average, and now with the super soldier serum, he's actually like a threat to Sam. And
but how does Bucky how does Sam use the shield? Like, does he retire his Falcon gear if he decides to become Captain America? Does he integrate it with his gear? Like,
he integrates it. So like in the comics, he has like this really his costume is actually really cool. He has like the red wings. So he basically like recolors the costume to be kind of like a red, white, and blue. Like obviously Cap. I think he gets I think he puts the star on the chest, and then he keeps the wings, but he also has the shield. So he flies with the shield with the.
I assume he probably puts it on his back as well and stuff. Like he has like a whole thing for it. I mean, I bet like with the amount of tech in this world, it's obviously a breeze to integrate that stuff. It's just, I don't know, it just feels weird to build up Falcon and then be like, okay, he's gonna be Captain America moving forward.
Yeah. Yes, Justin Santana, that's what I'm saying. I think Walker could go mad, take the serum, because he sees like, oh, look, all of these kind of like, by all accounts right now, they seem like nobodies, right? Like the Flag Smashers just seem to be like an amalgamation of these like
3 Medal of Honors, right? Like he's a decorated, a decorated guy.
But then he's like, hey, now he's compelled to take the serum. But then when he takes the serum, he goes like completely crazy. And then that's where you have the fight of him, as maybe even at that point, he still like considers himself Captain America, right? And versus the Captain America, which will be like Sam at that point. So I think that could be a compelling. Regardless, though, I give this episode still a thumbs up.
Absolutely a thumbs up.
What about you?
Absolutely a thumbs up.
with that in mind, chat, thank you guys so very much for tuning on in. Episode 3 will be back next week. Hopefully Gabe will be back, so we'll see him here for that one as well. If you guys have not hit the like button yet, please consider doing so. Thank you so very much for the support. Yeah, Arizona Eagle, I agree. I do think he might be evil. Dean, you want to let people know where they can find you?
Yep, you can find me at Unlimited Magic on YouTube. You can also find me at youtube.com/vretry. I'm gonna be changing some stuff around. I got some ideas for my channel, so I don't want to say too much yet. I just want to get it all sorted first. But yeah, otherwise we're chilling.
And of course, you can find me at Blitzmore at Fanboy Potion. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Thank you guys so very much for dropping some of your own ideas and suggestions in the chat. We really do appreciate you guys taking the time. And of course, we do indeed hope to see you here next week. Have an absolutely fantastic day.